Character design is provided by Demon Artie. Be sure to check her out over on her social media platforms. Links to her Twitter and Instagram are going to be in the description down below. Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sen.
15 PCA.
810-454.
Be sure to check us out over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episode 6, One World, One People. And a pretty good last episode. I liked a lot of it.
I would say almost, a solid 9?
There's the speech moment,
and
it goes on a little too long. Like, you know the part like when the person's up there accepting an award and they keep going on and they play the music? Okay, Sam, let's wrap it up.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
It was about a few minutes too long.
And know what? When we get to it, we'll talk about it. But a lot of rah-rah and no answers. No answers, Sam. You're not giving answers. But whatever.
Well, but see, that's what makes me kind of like a little bit upset because I'm like, Steve knew when to give a good answer and then leave it at that, and then leave the speech as it is.
Oh yeah, that's always
going.
Yeah,
and then
like you mucked up your speech by adding extra stuff when you should have just stopped.
Yeah.
But we open up and it's right where the last one ended. Remember, they're gonna like kidnap all those I don't know if there's a couple there's senators and
there might be like diplomats and senators.
Yeah. So they're gonna just. I'm like, what's their plan?
I don't know.
Kill them, kidnap them, what are they going to do? But they have them all, but the building's surrounded. So, like, all the cops are there, the military's there. So I'm like, what the hell are they going to do? Like, they're trapped.
It's almost like this is Carly's end game of, like, I don't care what happens.
Which is super weird, but that she's, like, pushed to, like, the mega edge. And you can even tell with her people, they're almost like, okay, Curly, what's the next move? And
I know. They're literally on the seat of their pants because she doesn't literally know what's going on.
We don't see Sam, but we know that he's flying because we hear, like, the jet go by.
Yeah.
He's talking to Buck. Hey, I'm sending some help down there. And then the guy's like, what are you supposed to be here? And then it's Carter. She pulls her, like, she had that Digimask thing.
That Black Widow used.
So I thought that was a little bit of a red herring because now that they have that technology, we trust who's who.
Exactly.
Because stuff starts happening, we're thinking, is that really that person?
We don't know.
But we don't know because now they have that digital mask thing. So she's there, but I'm thinking, is she just a lady?
Yeah, just trained.
But no one else there. You couldn't. Where's Hawkeye right now? It wouldn't have been cool to see some of another Avenger person.
I know, right? These are high-ranking officials we're talking about here. We're not talking about just a regular,
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be world news. You're telling me no other superhero? Spider-Man's like, that's uptown. That's a little too far for me. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, because being in New York, it would be right there.
I got homework. Click.
Yeah. I got that science fair. Okay. See, that's the only problem I have with a lot of these.
Go make out with Mary Jane. Sorry.
Mary Jane has to berate me for 20 minutes, and I really do like that. Oh. So it's Carter and Buck. Okay, that's better than no one. So she's there, but we had our suspicions about her because she's acting a little dicey.
Yeah.
But Carly releases a pumpkin bomb. That's seriously looks like a Green Goblin pumpkin bomb.
I would have been shocked if it didn't say Oscorp on it.
Yeah, or something. Yeah. But it shits out this green gas. Then everyone's like, oh no. So they're running out of the room, but that's part of the plan. They're going to get them, evacuate, but they're going to...
All their guys, all her team is on the inside.
Because they have cops and military people that are all part of the Flag Smashers.
Which is...
These people were radicalized when? Because the Flag Smashers have been doing this for how long?
Well, the thing is, a couple of months. It had to be.
So they completely radicalized. I'm going to betray my government and all my people just in a couple of months.
Because you got to remember, they all came back. You had WandaVision, and then you had this like a month later, right?
Yeah, it's like a couple months later.
So that's 2 months. Like, really, people? Like, you got tricked that hard?
Because maybe they lost their homes.
Again, it's that Antifa way, Drew. We can get people to believe in our cause. Yeah, people will believe in you, but they're like, oh, we're going to go to this building and kidnap people. And these people were already military. They were already police officers, already military.
They wouldn't do that. No.
I know, whatever. So they're filtering him downstairs and like, okay, they're trying to get him. Then we see the shield go through the glass and we see the cap suit.
Beautiful.
It looks
I
great.
love it.
It's right out of the comics.
Yeah.
Look at the comic. Look at this. Bam.
The only thing I can say, it's white, but again, though, it stayed.
But that's the Captain America.
That's the red, white, and blue.
That's red, white, and blue.
I love the star in the chest. It's how the star has wings.
Wings.
It's sick. I love it. It looks fantastic.
And his wings look so beautiful when they're flared out.
Oh. And the way that they incorporate the wings into his fighting style and everything, I absolutely love the way it looks. The way Sam looks as his stature and everything, it's great.
Yep.
I love it. I want to see a Captain America movie part
I want to
4.
see it. I want to see it
4.
tomorrow.
And,
That's how
and
cool.
what I love about it too is when he comes in the room, they're like Falcon. He's like Captain America.
Yeah,
I'm Captain
boy.
America.
And then he fights. And then he ends up fighting this one guy who wanted to get revenge from him.
Yeah, well,
This guy.
see, then we get the whole plot of like they're trying to filter people down there, and he's like, "Oh, Sam, make sure no one gets away, because they're trying to kidnap these people." So, Captain America. See, it's so hard not to call him the Falcon anymore. It's Captain America is up there fighting, and it's that Leaper guy, that French guy.
Yep.
So he wants revenge for everything that happened to him. He's like, he just wants to kill him. Like he doesn't believe in this cause at all.
Just give me a shot to kill.
Yeah,
this guy.
just give me a shot at this guy. But this isn't just the Falcon anymore. This is Captain America Falcon. So he's able to like he got extra stuff, and it isn't expressively said, but this suit was made by Wakanda, so I'm assuming it has some type of Black Panther-esque energy absorption. Like does it give him extra strength? You think?
Well, because what I remember in the movie, it basically absorbs energy and then eventually it builds up and you can shoot it back out. I don't know if it has the shoot back out part.
Like
but
energy mitigating.
So kind of like Mutant Power Bishop.
Kind of.
You can shoot out the power.
But because there's some scenes where he's getting hit like hard, and you would think that would kill you, even if you had.
There must be some type of cushioning technology
absorption.
So he's able to take bigger hits.
Yeah.
Don't know if it makes him any stronger, but if it could do that, it could probably maybe help restrict his muscle, make him more rigid. Yeah, so instead of he's nowhere near super soldier strength, but he's definitely stronger than an average person.
But it also seems like the wings are kind of like a symbiosis with him. Like it can kind of like work with him, which is pretty cool.
They probably have like a neural link now where it's even quicker.
Yeah.
So he's fighting this guy. It's a pretty decent hand-to-hand fight, and he's throwing the shield around and everything. I love it. Then this whole scene I thought was a little weird because as the Senators are going down, Bucky's trying to stop them, and some lady gets a phone call from Carly, and then she goes, "Hey, this is Carly," and he's like picks up the phone. He's gonna talk to her. So this was just a distraction? I don't get this scene. It's weird.
This was all a distraction, and Bucky, you got to be smarter than that, bro.
You gotta move and talk.
Homeboy can't chew bubblegum and walk.
I know. He only stands there. What are you doing?
That was like the basic trick of tricks, you know.
But the conversation is good, but Bucky, she just stopped you from stopping those people.
Yeah.
So basically, the whole conversation is, I can't believe how long you're gonna fight for governments that don't believe in you and for the wrong cause. And do you even know to fight for something bigger than you? You dumb hoe! I fought World War II. I fought real fascism, not this fake pretend fascism that you think that exists. So shut the hell up.
Mm-hmm.
But then he's like, you're gonna go down this path of killing people, and those nightmares, you're gonna have them forever. And you can even see in her face, she looks a little concerned because no one wants that.
Well, and also, it's almost like it was a secret that she thought no one knew. That she probably is having nightmares. And
I'm fine. I'm cool. I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm cool.
And you wake up screaming every night.
Yeah.
Well, how do you think killing, senators and like diplomats are going to help you in your cause? It's just going to bring the whole government on you even harder.
But again, though, it's so funny because she's so far gone now. I think she doesn't even care about the people. She doesn't care. She just wants to have this ruin.
Yeah.
So like Bucky basically tells her, you don't want to do this. It's going to be bad. It's a good conversation, but he just got tricked. So they're loading up all the Senators into like these transport vehicles. I'm thinking, all these people are flag smashers.
Yeah. Oh.
So they're all getting in there, and then they put like this like spider lock thing on there to like keep the door shut. I'm like, first I'm like, oh my god, are they gonna just kill him?
Yeah, I thought that was a bomb.
So because we don't know the plan, we just know they're gonna probably do something to these people. So Bucky let them go. Hooray, Bucky, you're awesome. And then even Sam's like, you had one damn job, Buck. Yeah, come on, you messed up. Trying to like. So I don't know if that was meant to be funny or like Bucky was stupid. Like it just weird because they needed a way for those Senators to get out of the building
without Bucky
getting in the way.
But here's the thing about that though is Bucky, you have to understand you're not Sam. You're not going to negotiate. You're not going to talk her down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's already passed.
Why are you trying to do that? You're not Sam. Just keep moving.
Yeah, she's past the part of no return.
Yeah.
And then like Shannon's like, they're leaving. And Bucky's like, oh, don't worry about it. Just worry about your guy because she's supposed to take out one of these dudes too. But like we said, they're super soldiers. She's just a regular lady. So he gets on a motorcycle, pretty cool. Reminds me of Captain America motorcycle, but it was like a sports bike. You need to be like an old, like a chopper, like a chopper. They had big old He's got
a hog.
He's at a West Coast Custom. So he takes off after those Senators, and then I thought this was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
She bumps into the guy, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I was just trying to get out of here." And the guy's like, "Oh."
And she has something in her hand. Goes, "Is that a tracking device?"
That's what I thought too. I was like, "Oh, she's tracking her."
Yeah, tracking her.
No,
she freaking murdered that dude.
And this is where we're getting.
Like, oh, Carter killed that guy.
She's getting sketch.
Because his skin got all, like, nasty. He's dead.
And it's funny, you notice how Sam was going to ask, like, how'd you take care of, because she goes, the threat's been neutralized from Carter, and Sam's like, well, how'd you do that? Because that would have been.
She said, "Oh, some type of gas," and he probably thought, "Oh, knockout gas."
No, that was corrosive acid. I'm gonna tear through your body.
Again, man, it's very Green Goblin. That's why the first thing that came to my mind was Green Goblin, like Oscorp stuff.
Yeah.
So, a bunch of senators got taken by car, and there's some senators taken by helicopter. So they're making it to the roof, and there's like, "Yeah, Sam, that's your game. I can't fly. Like I ain't gonna be able to," because Carter's like, "Hey, you gotta hurry the hell up. They're gonna take off with these ones in the helicopter." And I do like the fact that he sees he's fighting the Leapers, like, "I don't need to fight you." Yeah. She breaks out, she jumps out the window and takes off. He can't follow. Yeah. You bastard! What's he gonna do?
Yeah. Fight me!
So he takes off. He's flying. The flying looks great. I absolutely love the flying.
And surprisingly, at nighttime, it still looks great.
Super cool.
Yeah.
So he's taking off at the helicopter, and they're just shooting at him.
Yeah.
So he takes some shots. So I'm assuming this thing is bulletproof and all that. Like, it has to have properties of protection.
Yeah, because he's taking a lot of damage here.
The helicopter scene is pretty tight. They're diving, they're jumping, they're flying around. Reminds me of the first episode. Remember when he was fighting those other helicopters? Yep. Very similar to that. But he's getting hit and everything, but he's trying to figure out a way, okay, how do I take over this helicopter, take out the bad guys, and not risk everyone in the helicopter? Because you beat the guy driving, flying the thing, it's going to just crash. Yeah, so it's not like a car where you can kind of slow down or something. No, this is going to fall out of the sky.
It could hurt people.
And he needs someone to, like, control it. Either him or
Remember, this is New York City. There's people everywhere, too. You have to be.
He got his Red Wing back. Yay, Red Wing, you're so fun. Comes up, find me someone that can fly this thing. So there's someone on there who was a pilot. You're so lucky.
I know. That's beyond
You're so lucky. So there's a lady on there that can fly. She has aviation experience. So he's like, okay. So we're thinking, he's going to take out the pilot. Then she's going to take over the helicopter. Okay, that's a decent plan. We get back down to ground level, and I thought it was a little strange that there wasn't more. You think you would have every single National Guard, military, police force, reserve, state trooper. They just seem to just get out of the building.
Yeah, they're like, literally, you have to remember, there'd be at least there's 8,000 cops in New York City. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
would be on these guys.
And we're not counting National Guard or anything like that. So they're the other followers, and they get out with Carly, and they're like, well, what's the plan now? Okay, we have the hostages, and because they were going to use them as bargaining chips. Like, hey, don't do this vote. You can't say anything. We'll give you back your diplomats. But then she's like, well, but now the Captain America there and everything, and she's like, well, we can just kill them. And everyone's like, Carly, that wasn't the plan, because what's that going to get us? But she's like full radicalized.
Yeah, she's gone so crazy. Like, she doesn't want to even bargain with any of them.
And no offense to anyone, she is a terrorist.
Yeah, well, she is.
Then she does the whole, like, okay, one world, one people, and then they don't chant it back.
And they're like, dude, you're crazy.
And then one guy's like, well, one people, and and then as soon as Carly turns around, he's like, he's like, I don't know about that.
She's leaning to your desk. That's what she's leaning you towards.
And it doesn't even matter if we die.
Yeah, she even said that, was one of her lines. Doesn't matter if we die.
Yeah, and the cause will still be around. Really? You think that? I don't know about that.
After this? After you kill a bunch of freaking world leaders?
Yeah, I want to die too.
That's Antifa bullcrap.
Yeah, the cause will continue on forever. But this is how you know these people are bad guys. So they get back to Sam. He's flying in the air, Captain America. And they, like, nudge another helicopter to
the police helicopter.
Yeah, to make it crash, so you have to go save those people, because that's what heroes do. Ha, you're not going to catch me, you're going to save the people that are going to die.
And that's what Carly's been teaching them. We're going to sacrifice the people.
The pawns,
which is just regular civilians, so we can get away.
Yeah, what are you even fighting for at that point?
And like you said, her original cause was all about saving people.
Now it's to save the people that I care about.
Yeah.
So Sam saves those people and everything. It's super cool, because when he lands on the bridge, they see the shield, that's Captain America, and he's standing there, and he looks so good.
And he does this cool thing with his wings where it props up and the shield's in the middle. So it looks so cool. Like, every shot with Sam in this costume is like,
did the Nick scene with the helicopter happen, or was that later?
Yeah, the helicopter crashed. Remember,
he crashed and he put the shield around himself. That's so cool.
Because this is Wakanda, so I'm assuming his whole suit's vibranium, I'm assuming.
Probably.
It probably has vibranium, like, threads and stuff.
It's just so cool. I just love that suit.
And whenever he uses his wings as, like, a supplemental shield, because he made, like, a shell, like a he turtled up. So save those people, and they're like, oh my god, is that Captain America? And it's like, hell yeah, boy, you know that's Captain America. So they're like, oh, they're gonna meet up with us. The cars are almost here. We're gonna get them. We're gonna kidnap them. They're loading people up, but here comes Bucky. He's on his motorcycle. I'm like, what's he do? He just crashes into the medium.
He just like jumps like this, like Superman.
Yeah,
Woo!
he just Superman tackled him. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
So now we have Buck's there. He's fighting these guys, and he's a super soldier, but he does have the arm, so that gives him like extra strength.
But remember,
But there's like 7 of these dudes.
Yeah, there's like a lot of them.
So this whole episode's like action.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
To like the very
And
end.
then we get the moment where I think was it Walker?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! And he shows up,
Walker shows up. I'm like, oh, here we go. What's he gonna do?
and he's like, "Carly."
You're coming with me. So like he's like super like like his insane version of himself.
And then what Carly says is the wrong thing to say.
Oh, I don't want to kill people that don't matter.
That don't matter.
And he's like,
"You're telling me my friend didn't matter."
his life didn't matter.
Oh.
It's on.
Oh, yeah.
You don't tell me Lamar's life didn't matter.
Didn't matter.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that was so
you
much.
want me to like freaking rip your heart out.
And what a cold and calculating thing to say. I kill people, but I only kill people that matter.
I felt bad because I stepped on these ants because since they were already worthless, I felt bad.
Oh.
That was not the right thing to say in that situation. Walker was like, wow.
So he has his make-believe shield.
Yeah, which I feel bad.
He has preschool My First Captain America shield. Oh, it's awful. But he's turned around and he's fighting. But so now we have winners, Bucky and pseudo Captain America fighting together.
They're kind
It's
of
weird because they're not fighting each other, which I thought that was gonna happen.
No.
But guess what? If this guy's punching Flag Smashers and I'm punching Flag Smashers, let's team up for this time. This
Yeah,
moment.
exactly.
Exactly, especially when they're trying to kill people. They're like,
Hey, give him someone to save. They Molotov cocktail one of the vans would have senators in it. So they're like, and Bucky's like, holy crap! So he's gonna go there and save those people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Carly, you're a piece of garbage.
Yeah.
But you have to remember, though, the conflict with Bucky and Walker is gone because he doesn't have the shield anymore, so he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's
much.
it.
doesn't
Bucky
care.
doesn't
pretty
care.
much, yeah, he's like, okay.
That's why he didn't really want to fight him either. Like, I don't care.
So, yeah, of course, Bucky's going to save those people because they don't deserve to freaking die. And he's trying to open it up, but they have that stupid thing on there. And he's wailing on this thing with his metal arm.
And then he ends up trying to grab it and just try to pull it off.
And you see how hard he's pulling? So that thing must be like, I don't know, because that's his robo arm. So he's like,
that's some definitely
pops
some
it off.
strong technology.
Yep. Gets him out
Gets
and
on.
saves
Oh,
him.
thank goodness he did the right thing. Then, but Walker's still fighting. And I don't know how to feel. Because I want Walker to make the right decisions.
I feel bad because he's just getting beat. Because there's like 4 of them fighting.
They pin him down.
Yeah.
Then they get him to the
And
ground.
that
And start,
shield, and then that one scene where it's the shield and he's getting beat up and he looks up and it has...
this is Medal of Honor.
Yeah.
And the shield, I'm like, that's kind of hard.
But this shield's getting destroyed because he's just regular iron. It's not vibranium.
You know what's funny about this show? It has such highs and lows. Oh, we hate Walker, we don't like Walker. And then there's moments like that where you just feel like, damn, I feel for this guy.
Yeah,
because
that's what they do.
he's losing.
He's losing.
So I do like the fact that one of the diplomat people thanks Bucky.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's
nice.
like something no one's ever done. Because
Yeah.
I've been like an assassin.
Yeah.
And the whole thing like, oh, you fight wars, you kill people. This person was thankful.
Yeah.
That does mean something. But now they're kind of fighting together, which is super cool. I like that. They're teaming up. So it's like, okay, I kind of like this. Carly takes the other senator. She drives off.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so she's still going to try to do the kidnapping plan? Like, what's the deal with her?
Oh, no.
No, she's going to just dump them off.
Like, when there's like just construction, like to the edge where like they're building down
Yeah.
in like an area. That's what she does.
Yeah.
Like it's like it's like an 80-foot fall.
Like, I'm pretty sure she could have survived, but she would have been...
They'd have been, those guys would have died.
Yeah,
All those
in the
diplomats
back.
would have died.
Yeah, and she could have been severely damaged.
Yeah.
So she's taking off with them. Sam's still trying to save the people in the helicopter. Then he basically texts that lady's phone saying, go put in your ear pod or whatever. And then he's like, hey, a little birdie told me you know how to fly a helicopter. So he's like, here's the plan. Count down from 5 and be ready to grab the flight controls. So she counts it down. Boom. He throws a shield. Knocks out
But was
the
it
pilot.
at 1 or was it at 0?
Yeah, because is it 3,
On
2,
one?
1 left? Or is it 3, 2, 1, 0 left? Oh no! He just
she just did it at 1. Like she didn't specify.
But it was the exact same move he did in the first episode, but instead of getting the good guy, he got the bad guy out of there.
So she grabs the thing, saves everyone in the helicopter. He grabs the guy, dumps him in the river because he's not gonna let him die.
Yeah.
Sam's not gonna kill someone he doesn't have to kill. So Sam saved those people and everything. I do love the fact now all these people know that the real Captain America's back.
Yes,
And he's
yeah.
doing Captain America things, and he's saving lives, and he's not going to want to kill someone if he doesn't have to. I love that. That's so cool because Walker was more like, I'm gonna just kill everything.
Yeah, exactly.
So they get back down there. Then they all get together. So now you have Captain America. I used to be Captain America and Bucky all together. I'm like, you know what? 2 super soldiers and Captain America. That's a hardcore team.
That's a little team.
I like that. I wouldn't mind seeing these 3 team up again.
I know.
I think it'd be pretty freaking cool.
I would love to see a movie with all 3 of them.
Maybe we will see it.
Really good.
So that's when Carly's gonna do her plan to just like drive it off a freaking cliff. Like it's like a construction site.
Yeah, but it's like it's on the high part, and this is like a big
because they have to dig down to build the high rises.
Yeah.
So she bails but it gets hung up on like the gear.
Yeah.
And I do like this. I love this so much because
this moment.
Walker sees it. Carly, you're mine. So he keeps fighting Carly, but he sees that it's like teeter-tottering. Then it gets to that moment where he sees her, he sees the thing,
band.
and first Winter Soldier tried to hold it up, but he got knocked over the thing. So now he's on the bottom.
At the bottom, he can't do nothing.
What, do you catch it?
He ain't Spider-Man strength.
And this is one of those moments where Walker is defined by his actions, right?
Because you see him, he looks down, looks over at Carly.
And you know it hurts him to go, I need to take Carly out.
Then we see the car getting pulled back. I'm like,
yes! And it's Walker, and he's pulling it back.
With all his strength.
And I'm like, he made the right decision.
I wanted to see him make the right decision.
And he did.
A redemption.
This man went from being crazy, and I think he still has craziness.
Yes.
Because like you see his busted ass shield go over the thing, and then he's just holding onto the bumper, pulling it back. The Flag Smash start beating up, but he's still holding up. He's like getting his ass beat.
And these are super soldiers. He's getting punched by 4 or 5 guys. He's like,
and then they knock him down at the bottom.
So they throw him over. I'm like, oh damn! But then it's about to fall, and then you hear like the Captain America gets it, and he has like a bunch of little Falcons.
It's like a little.
So they're like, remember when Iron Man when he put the ship back together and Spider-Man?
Yeah, that's what I said. I was thinking Iron Man. Yes, it was definitely.
So he's able to save those people, and guess what? It took them all.
Yeah.
It took Bucky. It took used to be Captain America and Captain America to work all together. And the cool part about that is, what's the first thing you see? You see the shield because he's using the shield to push it. I love it. I love it. It's so good.
I love it. It was such a great moment. I didn't think we were gonna get redemption for Walker. I really didn't think so.
Tell me, this isn't the most beautiful thing ever. When he sees Sam, because they all look up at him saving these people. Look at this look on Bucky's face. Look at that smile.
Yeah.
He said,
Captain
thank
America.
you.
That's Captain America.
He knew it.
I love it. Oh, I love it.
And everyone's cheering him. And then, of course, you get that one joke. Look, it's the Black Falcon.
It's the Black Falcon.
No, he goes, no, that's Captain America.
That's Captain America.
Dang right.
So that's that kid's dad.
Yeah, that one kid's dad.
It's like he's just made up a name for him. I love it. But then they cut open the thing. They save all those senators. So yeah, Carly, you're done.
You're done.
You have no more pieces. No more. All your whole plan's gone to pots.
All your soldiers are gone.
And I love this scene where it shows it's Walker, Sam, freaking Bucky, all there. And she's just like, oh,
you bought into that bullshit or whatever. And he's like, look at him. He's like, and what are you gonna do about it?
Yep.
Because it's not about that. It's whatever you think of this is meaningless. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, Carly is super soldier, but we got 2 super soldiers in Captain America. You're done. You're done.
You're done.
But we see like some smoke bombs. That freaking leaper guy.
Yeah, he shot grenade smoke things.
But I was thinking in my mind, like, Sam has like vision, like heat vision.
And then he did, and it shows it. And he says, oh, I know.
But he would have ran after right away. Why was he standing there?
He had to get time to process.
Why would the leaper even care?
Because he's still getting paid by her.
I guess.
The leaper hands her a gun and everything. Oh, they're going to go after and start killing people.
I know. I was like, man, anyone of them could die.
But isn't it cool? Captain America, follow me. Like, yes, leader stuff. I love it. So then it becomes Nightmare on Elm Street.
I know it does.
I get to like the boiler room of like this building and it looks almost scary.
I know, and you see some Freddy Claus
like scraping the walls. It's a little the setting is a little like a horror movie.
A little weird, a little odd for this. I wouldn't expect that.
So Sam sees that there's multiple footprints. He's like, okay, I'll follow this path. You go down this path.
Yeah.
So it's Walker and Bucky go one way. Captain America, Sam goes the other way.
It was kind of funny because I'm like, well, it's 2 super soldiers. I don't think they need a buddy up, but okay.
That would have made more sense once they were Sam. That's what I thought too.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
But I think it was more like keep an eye on Walker.
Yeah.
I think it was because Walker. We don't want Walker killing people.
Yeah. And then also super soldier versus super soldier.
Because now I'm Captain America. That's on my watch now. That kind of feeling. Like, you're probably right.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But look how scared Carly looks.
Oh,
well, she's cornered now.
Her whole life is turned upside down.
She's done. There's no more moves. There's nothing.
and we see someone walking. It looks like Captain America. Like I think she's just like seeing things.
Yeah.
Then it's Carter pulls up on her, has a gun. Hey, drop it. No, you drop your gun. They get up in each other's faces. You know, when you first came to, what the hell was the name of that island?
Oh,
Manticore?
Yeah,
Magicore?
Something like you had promise or something.
Yeah,
like
when you were working for me, you just got mad because you lost your muscle. I'm like, okay, this pretty much confirms she's the power broker. So I was right from the beginning.
Yeah, we were.
And then she said the name, so the power broker.
Yeah, if you didn't get it from the first conversation, it says it again, so you really do get it.
Yeah, you get it. Yeah,
so,
they make sure, right?
Hey, dum-dums, here it is.
So in that regard, she is the villain so far of this whole show because she is the one trying to make super serum and sell it.
Yeah.
That's the most despicable thing you can do. That's releasing maniacs with superpowers.
But she was never this bad guy in the comics, so they just make her into this bad guy?
I guess so.
Odd. So, but she's basically kind of doing the whole power broker thing, and then like the Leaper guy comes out, so you're the power broker, you're gonna have to pay me 4 times as much now. Or unless you're going to tell everybody about who you are. Oh, I don't take well to threats, whatever, and they end up shooting each other.
No, yeah, Carter shot her.
Yeah, shot him, and he shot her. Yeah. So she took one in the gut, and then Sam rolls the corner, and all he sees is Carly with the gun pointed at Sharon, and he didn't know that she's a bad guy, so that's all he sees. But even then, he's willing to. He's like, just give up.
And the sucky thing is, if she would have gave up, that would have been such leverage to use. I know who the broker is.
Yeah, but she doesn't care. I'm gonna fight to the end. That's
I know. It's almost like she could have saved herself if she just would have, had two thoughts in her head.
And I do like the fact that she's going, you're not gonna fight him. He's basically defensive fighting. Yeah. So he's pushing her back and knocking her back, but he's not trying to knock her out.
Because at the end of the day, he's probably thinking she's scared. She's by herself.
It's over.
It's over. Just give up.
You don't need to die. What does your
That's
death...
the only move you got here.
Yeah, is your death.
If you're gonna keep fighting.
So they're knocking around. It's like, no, I'm not gonna fight you. I'm not gonna fight you. But she's getting the best of him because you can only evade, dodge, and block for so long.
Mm-hmm. Especially being a super soldier, she's gonna keep. She's stronger.
That was that one clue because she pushes back, but his wings hit the
ground,
and then he's.
That's so cool.
I was like, oh, I love that. And then he does this shield bash because his jet can push, and he's running with the shield.
They tell me this movie's come out in a couple days. Captain America.
Yeah,
4.
exactly.
I'm gonna be in the line.
I'm more excited for this movie than I am for the. Doctor Strange.
I thought this was absolutely hilarious. The Flag Smash people are like, we have a safe haven is on the northeast corner of this. So they're running, and then Walker walks out, and then he says what did he say? Something stupid, right?
Something weird.
Like a stupid saying. He has that ha 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 kind of smile, and then all the cops come out. And they downloaded the app.
Yeah.
And then because it was because remember he had it earlier, Bucky, so he probably figured, put it on my cell phone.
And what I love about that joke, it's kind of poignant by saying they were such followers that they believed it. They didn't have a single thought in their head to think this is really weird that they would do this.
There's 4 or 5 super soldiers, but you got 2 super soldiers and about 100 cops. You're done.
Machine guns.
You're done.
AR-15s and then
you're just give up.
So they give up, and it's and you see Sam and Walker walking together. Not Sam, but Bucky and
Walker's I had a good line. That was a good line. Bucky's not when you said it.
Walker's redeemed?
Yes. The cops are not even going after him, and he's dressed up like Captain America.
I think he did redeem himself. I think he got over it, maybe, and maybe now he's not like Captain America.
When he saved those people, I think he turned a new leaf.
He
needs to continue to do good, but this is the first step, and it's because he chose to do the right thing over revenge.
And I loved it because he could see the struggle. He even was yelling at himself because he's I know what I need to do.
But the Captain America thing's not on him anymore.
Yes.
That's a big plus.
I think that helps.
That helps.
And we talked about this earlier. That burden was so much. It was too much for him. Yeah. And now with him without it, he's Walker again.
Yeah.
So we get back to Carly and Captain America fighting. Do you like the little movie he did with the shield and he got it and he kicked it up?
Oh, that was so cool.
I have seen that 10 times and it gets me every time. Yeah, that's cool.
I love it. I love it every time.
It's just because people how does it have all these properties? It's vibranium. Shut the hell up. I can do whatever you want to do.
Bounces off anything. Because
even like Spider-Man's that doesn't make any sense because when something hits an object and bounces off, it loses energy.
It doesn't get more.
Yeah, but vibranium, it gains energy. So it's weird so they can bounce around and do stuff like that.
Yep.
She ends up getting a gun on Sam, and Sam's just standing there. She has it pointed at him.
And he's just
he's like, what are you going to do? You're going to kill me? Then she had that look right there. She was going to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Carter. Blam, 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 blam.
Gets her out. Have to.
But look at that face. You're telling me she wasn't going to pull the trigger? That's a trigger pull face.
That's a killer face.
And the sad part is she would have loved doing it because it was Captain America. I killed Captain
How
America.
twisted. And she forgot Sam was kind of trying to help her. And she didn't even care.
Well, that's what happened. She got so radicalized, she didn't see Sam. She saw Captain America.
Yeah. True.
Then he looks over at Carter, and she's just like, kind of like, well, she was going to kill you, Sam. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, exactly.
He grabs Carly, and then she just kind of dies in his arms. He flies her out there, and I thought this was really cool because when he flies down, he has his wings all out, and he looks like an angel.
And he's like holding her.
Look, tell me how cool that is. He just has that angel.
Well, I'm gonna say a parallel here. It's from the show Lucifer. His brother did the deal when he was carrying up Charlotte to heaven. Yeah, to give her the wings.
And there's an Alex Ross painting of Angel from X-Men.
Oh, really?
It's very similar to this,
where
cool. He's like holding like a kid, and everyone's like, but that's like hate mutants, but he's saving a kid.
Yeah.
But
that's
here
so cool.
we see Captain America, because Captain America is compassionate. Captain America's strong. He has leadership, but he's not a killer.
No, he
doesn't have to be. But he gets him, puts her on a stretcher, and then everyone's like, "Oh, Captain America, when did you get the shield? When did the government?" They ask him all these questions.
Are you Captain Falcon?
Yeah, she'd have been fucking punched, and then hit that lady, knock her away.
I know. I was like, you actually said it, Captain Falcon. That's awesome.
Show me your moves. So then, like, oh, cool, we have like the new Captain America. Then everyone thanks him, and they're like, "Oh, we're going to reinstate to move all these people and everything just
like
the way
right away."
Yeah, but almost telling him like, "Yeah, this is what you wanted." You
know, exactly. Where it's like, that's not exactly.
But then this is probably the low point of the episode.
This is where I guess of the series too. If you
in the
want
series,
to say.
I would say yeah.
He gives a Captain America speech. It's 40-60. Because once he kind of says his points, I'm like, "Oh yeah, okay, I get what you're saying." Then it goes on and on and on and on. Basically, what he's saying is, we can't just throw these people out of the country because it's not their fault what happened to them. So we need to work together to find a solution. Because I don't have the answers, you don't have the answers, but now that gives us a problem we can all work on together.
But I think
that should have been this. That should have been speech.
But the center had the best counter when he said we're supposed to kick people out of houses that already own because they came back.
Yeah,
that's not fair to them.
And Sam, no answer.
No answer.
Let's just work on it.
And then he said work on it, and then he said, well, the banks can help out. I'm like, well, you just don't want to keep printing money.
Yeah. Oh, you control the banks. Okay, this is the stupid stuff that Sam said. Sam, that's not how money works. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
Because if you keep printing money, it's just going to be worthless.
Oh, it'll be hyperinflation.
Yeah, exactly.
See, you can get the Weimar Republic.
Yep.
But what I just said with Sam in that beginning, how long did that take? 30 seconds? This goes on for like 5-8 minutes. It's weird.
That's one thing I loved about Steve Rogers when he gave a speech. It was like 30 seconds. It was quick and to the point. Sam's kind of like just keeps going, and you're like,
but you have the power to do something. And this teenage girl, she believed in her cause so much she was trying to kill all you. Don't you think that she had convictions in that and everything? And
well, man, making a conviction doesn't make it right.
Yes, it's just so weird. I know I understand what he was trying to say, but you got so long-winded that you lost what you were trying to say.
Yeah,
it made no sense at the end.
Then they say stuff like, "Oh, well, you don't understand how hard it is. I'm a black man wearing the stars and stripes. Of course, I know how hard it is." See, little things like that are just like, nah.
Yeah, where you're just like,
but then he says stuff like, "I'm here and I'm still doing it, and I'm still." So it's like, I like it.
And then, like I said, and then I also like the fact that we're all united in one cause now because everyone came back. Everyone felt that. Everyone can, on some level, can feel that.
But he's saying this is complex. Remember, half the population came back. It's kind of hard to say, okay, it's going to be a complex issue.
Okay, let's try to solve this issue here. The people can't be sent back to their countries, so these new countries have to take in all the burden of their old citizens plus the new citizens, while those other countries just don't have to deal with it.
Exactly.
They got to help too somehow.
Exactly. There's got to be some way that they can make an incentive for them to go back to their country.
There needs to be not necessarily like, oh, you have to take everyone off at the same time, but you got to start making because I'm assuming if a family had 5 family members disappear, they still have a family. Yeah. Right? They're still alive. So you need to start reconnecting families. I doubt whole families disappeared. It was 50-50.
50-50, yes.
Oh, could you imagine like a little kid that was like taking a bath and mom and dad just disappear?
And you just sit back at the bathtub and you're
like, I'm pretty sure there's at least, I know it's not related to this exactly, but I'm pretty sure millions of people have died without the help of other people during this time. On their own. It had nothing to do with this.
Like someone driving a bus with kids in it and the guy disappeared.
Yeah.
So but they offer no solutions in this speech, except for don't kick them out. That's the solution.
Yeah, somehow work with them, but then it's like,
But Sam, you can't say what that girl did was right either. It wasn't right.
You can't call them terrorists. Well,
yes,
these flag smashers are terrorists. The other people that are just refugees, I guess they're just refugees. Oh, you can't use words like thug and stuff like that.
What about thug?
Hillary Clinton did. How about super predator? I love how they try to pin these words. I'm thinking like, the people you voted for use those words. Just saying. That's just the way it is. Look it up.
Now is it getting all the stuff Joe Biden says? I think it's
the nasty things he's called people. Yeah. But they kind of come to, I guess we're not going to make that vote, and let's be Captain America.
Well, they did make the vote, but they're going to make special conditions and stuff like that, whatever that is.
I suppose it's okay. But I thought then during this whole speech, the only part that I really liked was that Isaiah was watching. Yeah. And he saw him in the
I wanted that. I wanted Isaiah watching him as Captain America on the TV, and you could tell he's kind of smiling.
And I loved it, and it kind of like put a smile on his face, and I was like, well, there you go. There's a black man that's Captain America. And they let it happen.
So they're like, they're doing like, okay, everything's kind of getting cleaned up. Everyone got arrested, and all the bad people are getting put away. But, we see the Walker, and then Walker has that look on his face like, okay, yeah, this dude's really Captain America. And I failed it. We can see it on his face.
Oh, yeah.
That he felt like he's the one who failed Captain America.
Exactly. And he feels sad for him, but you know what? He walked away kind of happy knowing that it's past.
Wasn't it great to hear Bucky call Sam Cap?
Yeah.
Hey, Cap.
Hey, Cap.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. That's so good. I love it every moment.
Well, I think that's all Bucky wanted from the very beginning. Just
you made it more complicated than it had to be.
So then, okay, everyone's thing. Carter's there, and she's like, okay, because she got shot still. So we're going to get you to a hospital. I don't need a hospital. I'm too damn
That's weird that she didn't want to go to the hospital.
That too.
There's something.
It's.
I don't like it. I just don't.
But he's like, hey, I'm going to promise you, Carter, I'm promising what I said. We're going to help you get your...
be reinstated.
Reinstated and everything. Because here's the thing. People are like, how come she didn't get pardoned? You have to get arrested first. She never got arrested. You can't pardon someone who was never arrested.
So they have to go through the process.
You have to go through the process. So people who don't realize that's the law. Well, I know they probably could have made an exception, but they didn't. Then I love how one guy's like, hey, there was a flag smasher that got dumped in the river. You think you can help out? Okay, Captain, can you help out? And he's like, I always. Flies off.
He's got the shield in the back of his wings.
I love it. But then we get this scene. This is the scene that made me go, the what?
This was awesome.
So those other flag smashers are getting arrested.
4 of them.
They're getting put into the back of the thing, and then one of the soldiers like, one world, one people. I'm like, oh, dang, they're going to get saved.
Yep.
What?
Got blown
blow up the freaking car.
And then you see this old man, and then you're like, oh,
that's Zemo's butler.
I hope I get raised for this bus.
And then I love the cut.
And it goes to the raft. And Zemo's there and he hears it. Zemo's like, yeah.
He just
4 flag smashers have been murdered today in a car bombing.
And he's like,
I gotta get a Zemo.
He's like, my boy. Poisonous guy for my boy.
What's so funny about Zemo? All he doesn't care being in this prison as long as he gets all the super soldiers. He wants them. That's what he wants. That's his whole thing in life.
So that's the thing. That's the fact that he's like, and then he just lays back like, mission accomplished.
I'm not the only one that want to see more Zemo. I do.
Here's the thing. Funny. There's still one flag smasher alive.
Yep.
The one that got dumped in the river.
One super soldier flag smasher. That's it.
You're not telling me that the power brokers don't want to get their hands on him?
At least they have one. No.
So there you go. Zemo got his vindication at the end. Then we get I totally forgot her name. Lou Dreyfus's character, Val. Yeah, it's just like Valerie Contessa can You see her talking, and God, I hate the way she talks.
She almost acts like she can't sit still. Like
she
constantly
like
really
she has ADD.
Really bad ADHD.
Yeah. Because
she's kind of fidgeting, and she's like, "What's taking him so long?" It's probably just the helmet. It's like, "Oh, Walker," and she's like, "Oh, you know what? Everything worked out. The super soldiers got killed. It wouldn't work better if I planned it myself."
Costume, it's in black. That's all he said.
No. Remember this line. This is before that, where she goes, "It'd be better if I planned it myself, but I didn't, or did I? I didn't, but maybe I did." Shut the hell up! I hate people who talk like that.
She's the Darcy.
Yeah, I know.
Like I said, she could have said it once and been fine, but she doubles up and makes it even worse.
So cringy. I don't want to see the character anymore. I don't want to see her.
Hey, maybe I like this character. Maybe I don't. But maybe I secretly do. But I'm just kidding. I didn't. And she's bouncing around in her chair the whole time.
Yeah, I know.
And his wife's probably looking at his wife's like, "What the hell's wrong with this lady?" Jeez.
But Walker comes out. And the suit does look similar, but it has white on it now. People were talking about, I remember seeing this on, I don't know if it was Reddit or Twitter, but the lady, someone was posting, I say lady because it had a female avatar, but I have no idea if this is a woman or a man. They're like, Walker's Captain America suit had no white on it.
Yes.
It was red and blue. See, white's purity, white's thing.
Yes.
But this one, and you see him come, I'm like, oh, that's U.S. Agent.
That's
it has the white
agent.
stripes now.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, this looks the same, but it's black, red, and white. So
Yeah.
it pops little hints of blue, black.
Yeah.
And then she's like, there you are. Anyway, because this is an odd line.
Yeah, odd line.
She's like, well, the things that we're going to be facing, we don't need a Captain America. We need a U.S. agent.
Gonna do some black
So
ops,
black
undercover, probably killing.
Could we get maybe him secretly spying on Carter?
But he seems like a good guy now. I don't want him to go do bad black ops stuff.
I know, I don't want to, but what if he spies on Carter? And maybe it's like a little like, hey, Cap, I need your help on this. Like,
maybe he has to go undercover. Maybe,
yeah, maybe work for her and just kind of be like, no, she's evil, like she's going crazy.
Yeah.
But he got his suits on and everything.
He likes it.
But his thing, look how happy he is. He's like, I'm back.
I'm back.
I'm back, and I don't have to burn a Captain America. I can do my own thing. Thank you.
Kent Crimson, can we get a Captain America move all three of these guys in there?
Yeah, give me all the generations.
Like, I want to wait in line for it already.
Yes.
I want to be in the theaters.
Winter Soldier, Cap, U.S. Agent.
This is so much
the
better than
triple threat.
WandaVision. I'm sorry. This is
Yes.
just superior.
So I feel good for Walker. I do.
Because I wanted to be a good guy.
Almost want him to do good.
Because he turned it around.
He turned it around.
Here's the thing.
I hope they don't make him a bad guy.
You could be one step from the ledge. You can even fall off the ledge. If you catch yourself on the way down and start to climb back up, I can't fault you.
But that's just one step, though.
But you got to keep moving, though.
What a beautiful message about America, about redemption.
You get flipped around and turned around. And
yes, in America, you can end up doing the wrong thing. But if you stand up for what is right,
save those people,
you can redeem
But it depends
yourself.
it depends if you redeem yourself in real life, though. In this country, for some people.
Yeah, But with this message, I like it.
He seems happier.
He seems happier.
He does. Yeah, like you said, he doesn't have the heavy shield.
Yeah.
So then we get to Bucky, and I thought this was so he's starting to make his redemptions, and you talked about this.
Yes, I did.
I was against it. You were kind of for it.
I'm against it too.
Well, it was funny. I said it, and then when you said that other argument, I'm like, I don't want that either. I don't want him to literally hang himself or something. Like,
knocks on the door. I'm like, oh, he's gonna talk to that old man.
Yep.
It's like, oh, I haven't seen you in a while, but it's not Wednesday. What are you doing here? He's like, oh, getting. I don't want anyone to call the cops. I don't even know what that was about.
I don't know either. Like, what's he thinking?
I think he's just being his paranoid old man self. He gets in there and he looks over at the picture of his son. And he's like, so what are you doing here? I gotta talk to you about your son.
And he literally takes off his
thing.
glove.
He's like, your son was murdered. He's like, well, what do you mean he was murdered? He was murdered by a man called the Winter Soldier, and that's me. And he shows him his arm, and then he's like, what? And you don't hear if there's any more conversation. I'm assuming there was.
Probably a little anger.
Then it's like sad music, and he looks like he's gonna cry, and then you see Buck just walk out of the room. Because he told him, all I want to know is who and why.
Yep.
And he did. He told him. I don't know. I guess I try to shield people from things like that because...
What good is it going to do?
Yeah, because he's already an old man. But,
That's
Bucky gave him what he wanted.
Yeah.
He literally said, this is what I want. Gave it to him.
I guess, but it's so
I don't like it because man didn't...
But there's a touching moment, though, later on.
I do love this part. The psychiatrist sees a little bag. And I'm like, oh, you get her a present. How nice. Mm-hmm. And then like, oh, it's the book. She opens it up. It's his book and all the names have been circled. And then he gave her a card saying, I was able to do this and thank you because of you.
Yep. So all the names.
$50 Olive card.
Yeah, and here's $10. This is Sephora. That'd been so funny. It's like a little cheapy card.
Yeah.
Really? But here you go. Go to your therapy sessions if you have them. They're there to help you.
Yeah, and what I love about it is that he crossed all the names off and it was over.
But now he's going to be My Name is Earl and try to do the redemption arc.
Well, he's redeemed.
But I think he did. I think he's done with it now.
Yeah. He got the whole list. He
circled them all. Zemo got taken care of.
Yeah.
This guy got taken care of. And yeah, I thought that was really sweet that he did that for her. And this is a nice moment. Mm-hmm. Bucky's walking down the street and he goes to that restaurant. No, they always meet up on Wednesdays. He looks in there and old man's having a drink. He's laughing. He's having a good time.
I think now he has the rest of peace of mind.
Those chains that were on his heart are lifted because he knows now. Like, oh, thank God. He didn't go into depression. Thank God.
Did you think that he knew already a little bit? That
I have no idea. I have no idea.
I think what happened was the sting hurt, but then the wound was able to heal.
The dagger has been removed, and it hurt. But now we can we can stitch it up,
Yep.
and we can heal.
And then the girl that he was going on a date with saw him, and she kind of like, he was throwing a
He's
dude.
like,
I don't know if he wanted to do. He set him up with her.
Yeah, but no, they were dating the first date, and like she kind of gives him like a smile.
Did she even see him?
I think she did. She
I don't-
looked at him.
It's weird. It's kind of an odd thing, but we see that the main focus is the old man's happy.
No, yeah.
It looks like he's starting to enjoy life now.
And again,
instead of being this ghost who just floats from place to place, he looks like he's having a great time.
And like Sam said, he did it not for himself. He did it for him.
So this old man can feel better.
Yeah.
I love it. It was great. It was nice.
But he sacrificed his even friendship in a way.
Yeah, he did.
But I'm pretty sure Buck's gonna just like move
Yeah.
and just be somewhere else. But because he did what he had to do for this man.
Yeah.
That was nice. Then we see we're back in was it in Baltimore? Is that
Baltimore
where-
is Baltimore.
So we get back there and I'm like, okay, that's gonna be Isaiah. Sam knocks on the door. What you want, Black Falcon? He's like,
You gotta give him some respect, man.
Yeah, I was
What the
like,
heck?
and I love
you
he's like,
call him
he
that?
ain't no Falcon no more. But he's still black.
He's still black.
I love it. I didn't realize how big Isaiah is. This is
He's
a big man.
huge, man.
This is a
He
man.
must have been something back in the day with that super serum going through his veins. you
Well,
know?
he ripped his Winter Soldier's arm off.
Yeah.
So he's there and he's talking to him. He's like, I was like, hey, I saw what you did out there. Saw it. Everyone saw it. And he's kind of saying without saying that you did good.
Yeah.
But he like can't admit
He
it.
can't admit
because
that
he
was
knows
wrong.
that that would mean that he was wrong. So he's like, oh yeah, you did okay. Like, really?
And I do love how they're kind of jiving a little bit, back and forth jabs and stuff. But then I absolutely was like, seeing a black man in Captain America and the colors carrying the shield, and he's like, I love how Sam stood up for his beliefs, and he's like, we built this country, black people, white, everyone built this country, and he's like, if I don't do this, everything you suffered, everything that everyone suffered means nothing if I cannot stand up. If I fought for this country, I bled for this country, and ain't no one gonna tell me I can't defend this country.
That's funny. The guy
Yes.
gives him a look in their eye and says, "Oh, you almost made me believe you. You know you believe him. You're so full of it."
Yeah, there was a twinge in his eye where he's like, again, Captain America, he inspired.
Yeah.
He inspired this man, which has been hurt, burned, bitter.
For
and
decades.
for good reason.
And for good reason. And I felt like in that moment, he would have picked up a flag.
I like the fact that he picked up his tree like it was nothing.
Oh yeah, that tree was like a little plant to
Yeah,
him.
he's
He's
like,
all,
This
I
is
saw that
losing.
too.
Like if that had been me, I'd be like, my back.
Yeah.
But that was cool. I'm glad that he stuck up for that. And he's like, hey, you know what? Go get washed up. I'm gonna show you something.
Oh.
And I go, I don't know if this is his son or his nephew. He's like, oh, so where are we going?
I think it's his grandson.
He's like, what's
you're
up?
going? You're not going. Okay, you're going. I guess. Yeah.
So we get to the Captain America Museum, with all the, all the memorabilia and everything he did. It's like, hey, you need to come this way. And we see it from Isaiah's point of view first. And he's like, just looking. Got a statue.
You got a statue.
There's his plaque. There's the pictures of his unit and everything that happened to him.
In the Korean War. Yeah.
And then also it says he was part of the Serum program.
And he
So
was a Captain America.
So people will know now. Like, and then he hugs him, and he's all.
And what I love about this moment, because for how much hate and anger he had, he still loved his country.
Because he fought for it. It meant something. There's no way you don't do that unless there's something in there.
Yes.
How much better is this scene than the scene when he was talking to those senators?
And it went on a little
much
too
better.
long.
Yeah, this one
Yes.
was perfect.
This one was perfect. I love it because you see it in his eyes where he's
Look
like,
at that hug.
he says he hates it. He says he doesn't like it. He hates everyone. He loves his country.
Yeah.
He
Because
fought for it.
in the line of Captain America's, you deserve to stand there and the people deserve to know that you
Now
were
they do
too.
know.
Exactly.
And then you can see some of the pictures in the background of him with all like his buddies.
But it's,
I wouldn't mind a Isaiah Captain America film or a Disney Plus like.
I mean, if it was like a 4 or 5 part series, I'd watch it.
I would. That did.
I would love it. Or could you imagine in the new movie, Sam needs reinforcements and he literally puts on his outfit.
Know how cool? Because you look it up. He was pretty badass.
Yes.
Like you can see like the bandana. Fucking sick.
Can we imagine if we got like
Imagine like a Luke Cage type character, but with the Captain America like build. You know?
Or could you imagine like a 30-minute cartoon?
Yeah, like even if it was an animated special for
Yeah,
Port
so
So
live
that way you
action.
can have him do stuff, you know?
And then he could be in the jungle and be like hunting the Winter Soldier down. That'd be so sick.
him go saving his
His
people.
platoon.
And then they died anyways, but he tried.
saving his people.
But that's awesome. I love it.
Yeah,
Absolutely
amazing.
love it. Then y'all invited to the cookout.
You know what I thought of when I saw this? hanging out with Joe Fan.
Yeah, it was like, I'm hanging out, with your family, having a good time.
Sorry, it's from a real bad movie, but anyway.
Which one? What was that?
Birdemic.
Was that Birdemic?
Birdemic, yeah.
I love like the 2-3 kids are hanging off of Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, guys, you're not gonna move this hard.
Boom.
Bucky's invited to the cookout. It would have been great if you see Zemo in the background. Oh, what the hell are you doing here?
Everyone's
he's
there,
talking about
Walker,
that.
Val.
So everyone's having a good time. I guess they're starting the fishing again. And, we get all the hugs and, the smiles and like, yeah, job well done. And it's just everyone having a good time and they're laughing and, Sam. And we got Captain America is back with Bucky again.
Yep.
I love it. And there they are, buds, man. They kind of think that's everything to me. That's my heart right there. We got the ultimate bros, man.
This series is so amazing. Besides the little pitfalls here and there, it's been incredible.
It's been really good.
Boom, we get the things, but I'm like, nah, there's got to be an after credits. Then we get back to Carter walking out, and she basically gets everything. They give her back her job, and she's like, "Oh, it's so beautiful. Thank you so much."
I thought they were going to tell her. She was going to tell them to go stuff it. That's what we were kind of thinking, but she doesn't.
Get everyone on the phone. Let them know that super soldiers are off the market, but I have access to government secrets and weapons. So yeah, she's baddie.
Yep, straight up bad.
Want to know the dumbest thing in the world? You want to know if someone's a good guy or a bad guy in a movie? They're a good guy if they use an iPhone.
Really?
Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Look at that she's using a Samsung. Here's the thing. Apple refuses to let anyone in any film use an iPhone if they're a bad guy.
That's
Really?
insane.
So when she was using an Android phone, in the beginning, people were like, oh, she's a bad guy.
That's ridiculous.
So if you ever want to know if someone's a good guy or a bad guy...
don't tell me that. Now I'm going to look for it.
Notice how, remember when they texted the Flag Smasher people? And then when he texted that lady on the airplane, it was an iPhone.
It was iPhone, because she's a good person. Oh,
That's
my
so
goodness.
stupid.
Because Apple refuses to let you use their
Okay,
technology.
that's just dumb. I'm going to forget. That's so stupid.
But you can tell it's a thing.
So if you ever seen a movie where, like, you
is this
don't
guy
know...
a good guy or a bad guy? Just look at their cell phone.
Well, that's the same thing, too, on a lesser extent, where, like, when they did the Marvel vs. Capcom games...
Oh, they didn't want them getting
the Marvel
beat up.
guys being beat up.
Like stupid little stipulations like that?
So they would have to the Capcom
The Capcom guys are getting beat up. It's so stupid. Like, why does that matter?
So she's going to be the new baddie?
Yeah, I guess so.
As soon as Sam finds out you're doing this, he's going to come rip your damn throat out.
Yeah, I don't know. This is not going to end well for her. And also I feel bad because she's going to tarnish the name Carter.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, how do you think Peggy Carter? I know she's dead now, but they're disgracing her name.
But here's a lot of things I'm thinking in my mind. There's a lot of other bad guys. I don't know. Was she ever a bad guy in the comics?
I don't
So why
remember.
invent this when there's lots of other bad guys?
Maybe she'll just
other bad guys to pull in.
she'll be just localized to the TV series, hopefully, not a movie, because I don't.
So
really-
that's the end.
That's the
All
end.
wrapped up. Overall, lots of ups, lots of downs, but I'm glad I watched it.
Yeah.
the ups are way better. It's way better than WandaVision. I'd give it almost a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, definitely better than WandaVision.
Yeah, as a whole, I would say a 9. They're just what brings it down a whole peg is a lot of sprinkled in SJW type little
The
arguments.
talking to senators, the bank scene, and the cop scene.
Yes,
Worst
take
scenes in
those
the whole
out.
movie.
Take those out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the new cap suit.
Love
Mwah.
Man, the fighting is top
Compliments
notch.
to the chef. I love it. So yeah, I read on Twitter that they are making Captain America.
Well, they have to. He's
They have to,
incredible.
yeah.
And guess what? We don't mind because it's a new person. It's not Steve Rogers.
Yeah, you didn't turn Steve Rogers into a new character. It's literally a new character.
which is
Which is-
fine.
That's why people are like, oh, Miles Morales. It's a new character, you idiot. It's not Peter Parker, so I don't give a flying crap.
Yeah,
just
do
don't.
whatever you want.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want because it's a brand new character. But yeah, overall, the next series is going to be Loki.
Yeah, but
in
it's
June.
only June, so we're not going
June.
to have.
Well,
any-
not for Marvel stuff.
No.
But yeah, I guess Black Widow. When does that come out?
May?
I think it's supposed to come out next month.
So yeah, we got that, and then after that. But oh yeah, so we'll see what other kind of stuff there is, and we'll probably maybe I don't know if we'll pick up another weekly series, but we'll definitely be still covering MCU stuff because for all the faults, it's still pretty dang good.
Well, the problem is, I'm just glad the faults so far seem to be kind of on the peripheral, thank goodness, and they haven't really infiltrated WandaVision a little bit,
a little
but not
bit.
to the point to where it ruins it.
Yeah, we won't see until we see
Yeah,
the actual
there was
movies.
no boner joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no like tease of the X-Men or mutants.
They teased a new character, but we didn't care. We had no expectations, so that's why it didn't bother us.
Yeah.
And then the thing is like,
Yeah,
some
I know.
random character from some Shield comic that no one ever really knows, and
And all you guys that said, you didn't know. So
Yeah,
I hate
there's
people
no
like
way.
that.
it was
I knew.
it was Mephisto.
It was just
Yeah.
so long.
But
It was
yeah,
Agatha.
but and people who think everyone that watched us and these really long super reviews, do you believe that John Walker is redeemed? I think he's on the path.
Yes, he is.
But if he's gonna be doing Black Ops stuff where he's snapping necks and killing people, I don't know.
'Cause I don't trust the Dreyfus character
No,
at
not
all.
one bit.
No,
One bit.
She's supposed to be a villain.
Yeah, and then also like I said, there's just a lot of things you can do as as an agent. You know what I mean?
Because I don't want him to see him in a movie where he turns bad. I don't want to see that again.
I don't want to see him fighting.
Yeah.
I know. Like I said, I want him to team up with Captain America. Like, I want them all to be.
Yeah, I hope he's working with them and not so much with this character.
Or maybe, like you said, maybe he doubles up and he's like talking to Captain America, like, I'll be your spy on the inside.
Yeah.
And then as soon as, like, you want me,
that'd work.
I can turn.
Hopefully.
We'll see.
We'll see. Hopefully, yeah.